All right, we're drinking to that. We're drinking to everything because Phil Ruffin lost. I have no way to... Man. I don't know. I have nothing smart alecky to say right now. I'm just hyped. Welcome back to the Hashtag Vegas podcast. Spinners and Sharks, States of Vegas here. Hope you're doing well. I'm joined, as always, by my co-host, Christina from Seeking Vegas Sunrise. Chris, say what's up.
What's up?
All right, who we got in the live chat? We got Tamar. I know I saw Denise a little bit earlier, too. Always got the man, the myth, the legend, the Keno kid in the house over here. Dinner just wrapping up over there. Sneaky Vegas Sunrise off in the corner there. Pat. Oh, yeah, Pat 75. Pat, by the way, there might be a little something special for you coming up on the channel this Tuesday. It may or may not already be uploaded, so just FYI. So, all good. And we got Keno Candy in the house too. B Money coming through. All right. So it looks like the fam's coming in. Raheem's coming in already. Yeah, let's have some fun. So, Christina, what do we got on the board for today?
So we have Phil Ruffin suffering a devastating loss.
That's the whole podcast. Nothing else. Ronnie C in the house. Is that big, Ronnie?
Yeah.
Okay, we have other things. All right.
We do have other things.
I think we were also going to talk a little bit about running a casino, Vegas Gross Slot. That's what's up. And then something about Martin D's doing something, isn't he? Something with his property of choice, right?
He is. Making a pretty big real estate transaction.
Martin D's going to have some money real fast here, guys. You never know. Easy Wanderlust, what's up? What's up? Ready to have some fun? Yeah. All right, so what topic should we jump into straight away here? I know which one I'm really excited about, and I could talk for hours about it, so I might need you to rein me in.
Pat kind of chose for us there.
There it is. You know, I don't feel the least bit bad about this either. That's the worst part. I should have empathy for my fellow man. I should feel bad about. Nope. But I don't feel bad, and I'll tell you why I don't feel bad later. But let's go ahead and bring this up over here. Topic number 1, the Circus Circus lawsuit. So not sure if anybody remembers, but back towards the start of the pandemic, Circus Circus, Phil Ruffin, he got the holding company together and all that, and they decided that they were going to request money from their insurance policy for loss of revenue during the time that they were shuttered, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mike knows I'm the biggest fan of Phil Ruffin ever. All right, Terry Meyer coming through. Oh, Terry, yes, I'll message you on Instagram. I got a little something for you, pal. Got a little something for you too. I'll message you right after this, right before we go into Vegas Visual, because Vegas Visual's on at 8 o'clock. No, actually 7 Vegas time, right? Yeah, 7 Vegas time, because it's 6 Vegas time right now.
Yes.
Okay, that's what's up. But anyway, though, so that's what happened there. So he actually, so the insurance company didn't pay out. Long story short, and so the holding company that owns Circus Circus Enterprises, or Circus Circus, as well as Treasure Island, both in Las Vegas Strip, sued the insurance company for, I guess, the amount of money that they would have made normally during the March Madness season, basically, because it was from all right, they shut down on my birthday. I closed Vegas successfully.
I remember that.
I know. How crazy is that, right? That was the first time I got to meet anybody too. That's
at least you got all your birthday free play.
I ran at massively hypersonic speeds to all the properties so I could get my birthday free play and get my I think I won $67 or something like that. But it was free money. That's the point. I won $67. So yeah, that's what happened there. So it would have been from March, and then it reopened June 4th, wasn't it? I think it was June 4th.
June 4th? Yeah, I think so.
I think so too. Yeah, so June 4th reopened. So about a quarter of the yearly revenue would have been coming through there. The flare in the house. Oh, there's my man. Benny's there. Yeah, I know. Ace did his hair. It must be a big episode. It's a big episode. I did my makeup too. You can't quite tell. It's like a very, very natural tone.
I barely did.
Where's Josh when you need him?
Right.
There was a joke there. He was probably ready for a joke. Oh man, we should have Josh on the show again. It's been a while since we had Josh. Yeah, we should have all the spouses on the show again, because we did that for Valentine's Day last year, I think.
Mm-hmm.
We should do that again. All right, awesome. But yes, I'm really excited about that. I don't know why I'm so excited about it. So, well, first off, so you know what the lawsuit's about, Christina. You know, it was them trying to get money from the revenue that they lost because they had to close their doors on a state order for for the C-19 pandemic, right? Can we say COVID yet? Can we say COVID again? I don't care. These never get monetized anyway. COVID. It's a thing. It's a bad thing. We don't like it. It is what it is. But hey, we got Kayleen. What's going on? Always good to see Kay.
Yeah.
But yeah, what do you think about this? So I think it's kind of a weird thing. The arguments were really weird. Here's some of the arguments that Circus Circus said. The insurance organization's conduct was unlawful because an actual loss of income sustained by the insured during a necessary or partial interruption of the insured's business operations should be covered. That's what they're thinking, which is interesting. And it also argued that the premises sustained direct physical damage as parts of the casino were rendered unusable, given the COVID-19 virus's ability to survive on surfaces for an unknown period of time. So because there was a possibility that it existed, that they called that physical damage.
Yeah, so just to clarify, they were suing the insurance company.
Yes.
Because of COVID.
Because of COVID and because they couldn't make money because they had to be closed because of COVID.
Which Circus Circus, to be fair, probably had COVID before COVID.
All right. If you went to Circus, if you were at Circus Circus, you probably don't need the vaccine. No, I'm kidding. This is a joke. YouTube's gonna take me down. That is a joke. You obviously do what your doctor says. We're just saying that Circus Circus is kind of dirty. It's good for your immune system, quote unquote. All sarcasm, YouTube. Oh man. All right. Well, Ace got canceled today, but you know what? Phil Ruffin did too, so that's a win. I'll call it good.
Yes. So I think the insurance company was saying that there was not physical damage from the pandemic because they were closed. So they can't really file that claim.
Right. Which makes sense to me because everybody was closed. I mean, hell, Voodoo was Voodoo closed? I don't know. Kaylin, this is what I'm drinking Voodoo Ranger, by the way.
That is made right down the street from us.
It is indeed. So it's good stuff. What's up, Johnny?
It's about 4 miles from our house.
Oh, all right. So that's pretty close.
Yeah.
Right up in Foco. Nice. I'd be there every day. I don't know how y'all get away from there.
The hipsters keep us away from the breweries.
Fair.
We went out last weekend and Anthony's like, I don't know, he was about to lose his mind with all the people that were dressed like it was the early 90s.
All right, he's like, you damn kids, get off my lawn.
Right.
Oh, Phil nothing. Where's Roger? He needs to have the air horn. Roger's taking the night off. We love Roger though. So mad shout outs.
Yes, we do. Stay fab.
Fab dudes. Yep. Always stay fab. Now here's my favorite part of the article. Can I do a quote?
Yes.
Can I please quote this?
Of course.
However, Judge Dorsey's ruling argues that Circus Circus failed to allege a plausible claim for physical loss or damage to its property. Bravo, Judge, for having some sense in this 2 years of nonsense. I gotta tell you. Did I mention I don't like Phil Ruffin?
No, I had no idea.
Yep. Just not a guy I like. I don't know why. Just kind of a thing.
It'd be funny if the insurance company said that Circus Circus had to close because they neglected to prevent COVID from coming on their property.
That would have been flawless. That would have been flawless. I would have been fine with that too. I would have ruled it. I definitely would have ruled
insurance response.
Right.
It's your fault.
You know, the sad part is I never thought I'd actually be on the side of an insurance company, and yet here I am.
Yeah.
Oh, man. What up, Sin City Nerds? Is that Nick? Nick, are you on there too? Kayleen might be running both. So, but yeah, what do you think? Do you think that, because if that's the case, if that's really the case, then I think a lot of places are owed some money because everybody lost money. Let's call it what it is. Everybody lost money.
I feel like when it's a mass disaster like that, that insurance companies won't cover it.
Right, right, because it's like, well, here you go. I'm gonna make a joke over here. It's Exodus chapter 8. That's what it is. It's a plague. There, he brought 10 plagues on Egypt. This is a plague that happened. Okay, but but jokes aside, though, that's what it. I mean, that's what an act of God is. It's like a natural disaster. A virus is a natural disaster. It's a natural thing. It's unfortunate. You can't really do much about it. People do lose lives and all that, but there are certain things that aren't protected against.
Yeah.
Like, I guess if lightning hits the car or something like that, I don't think your rental car is covered against lightning because it's an act of God or whatever. I don't know how often that comes up. But
well, and in what world are we protecting a casino from losing gambling revenue?
Right, exactly. Because
like
he never,
that's not a guaranteed revenue stream, right?
Exactly. I mean, it seems like it is. It's programmed like it is, but I mean, you never know. You could have people that are just. You could only have the MIT blackjack team coming down to count. I mean, it's not likely, but there is a possibility that you could lose money gambling overall, just with the gambling revenue. So it's a distinct possibility.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, it's different than like, I think about, there was some show about a bar in South Dakota, and I remember they had insurance for whenever it would rain because they were an outdoor music venue.
Right.
So they like specifically had a policy for rain. But I can't imagine a world where an insurance company would insure against gambling revenue being lost.
No, I mean not for something like where it's a state order, because that also gets into like state and federal orders. So
yeah,
how much of that do you have to cover if it's a governmental thing? It's like at that point, are you responsible for it as the insurance company? Is the federal government responsible for it because it becomes like a legal thing at that point? There's just so much to do.
Yeah, shouldn't they be suing whoever shut them down?
You figure, which would be, Spicy Steve. That's going to be Uncle Steve Sisolak right there.
Ooh, could we see like what was that show on MTV where they had like the clay figures that had like a
celebrity death match? Yes, I was just thinking about that.
Match between Phil Ruffin and Steve Sisolak.
Can they just both have like the stage lights fall on them? It's claymation. It's not hurting anybody. It's all right. But yeah, they could totally bring that back with those two.
That would be hilarious.
Oh,
that would determine the outcome of this lawsuit.
I'd be fine with that. I don't know why. Is it bad that I'd want Steve Sisolak to beat Phil Ruffin? I just don't like Phil Ruffin that much that I'd like a politician to win it. Right. I feel like there's just no good way around it. There's just no good way around it.
Well, and also like if they were to file a claim, that just sets the precedent that every other business in the entire world can set the same claim.
Right, exactly.
It just doesn't work.
Right. And let's see. Oh, Hagen 2 cent. What's up, guys? Here we go. Let's see what Hagen 2 cent have to say about this. Circus Circus is right. When you go on a vacation for a while, someone needs to come over and flush your toilet so the gaskets don't mess up. No buffet. Think about all the toilets I can flush. Yeah, nobody's running the Bellagio fountains without those flush toilets there, Hog.
Right.
Oh, shoot.
Which part of Circus Circus is the toilet, though?
Yes.
Wouldn't it be the whole thing?
I was going to say, I think so. It's the whole thing. Do you see the big thing covered by a tent? That's it.
That's the bowl.
Mm-hmm. There it is. Autumn just got back from Vegas. She probably knows. Nice. Let's see. Oh, did I miss Miss Tricia? There she is. Miss Tricia in the house. Always good to see her. Oh, and I miss Tracy too. Man, everybody's in the house tonight.
No, lots of people are in here.
I hope everybody's going to Vegas Visual stream right after this too. Are we all going to Vegas Visual? It's right at 7, so we have to be off at 6:59. There's going to be no over under today.
That's right.
Probably.
Well, that part 1 was so good. I'm excited for part 2.
Well, it's going to go hard. I'm super hype. So I actually already have it keyed up. on my other computer over here. So I'm ready. I'm all sorts of ready. So that's going to be great. Yeah. So here's the thing. Here's another reason I don't feel bad about Phil Ruffin. I recognize that he lost some income there, but he also really cut the expenses. Now, I will say that it does cost a lot of money to run a hotel casino. And actually, you know what? I think this is a really good time to go into another portion of what we were going to discuss today. Here, let me share my screen for just like half a second here.
Oh, good. Anthony just dropped the link for Vegas Visual.
There we go. Shout out to Sneaky. That's what's up, my man. All right, here we go. We're going to show you how much it costs roughly to, and I'm going to click share system audio today so I don't look like a total amateur. I'm going to show you how much it costs to run a hotel casino. And
Are
I'm
we
going to
talking
say
the Space of Vegas Casino?
No, Space of Vegas casinos are going to be so obnoxiously expensive, partially because things aren't going to be terribly expensive for the end user, for the casino customer. I'm going to be 100% relying on gambling revenue. Miki's actually my director of marketing.
Makai's running the soundboard today.
Yep, there you go. Director of marketing right there.
Hey.
All right, you ready? Okay, so this is how much it costs. This is based off the Piers Morgan on Las Vegas, okay?
All right.
So this was done around the credit crunch around 2011. So this is about 11, 12 years old. But I think it still stands.
Pumps 24 hours a day,
24 hours.
7 days a week.
7 days a week.
All year long.
Right, and you're on the Las Vegas Strip. You are in absolutely the nerve center.
There you go. There's for the fellas.
In terms of pure
and for Melba, because she likes boobs.
You've got a massive complex here. You employ 3,000 people. There are 4,000 rooms.
Yep.
What does it cost to run a place like Planet Hollywood?
Generally, you're looking at $1 million a day.
A day?
Yeah.
We've heard lots about the economic crisis enveloping Vegas. How bad?
All right, so that's the general idea. So about $1 million a day.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's factoring in, how much it costs to keep the lights on. That factors in, staffing costs. That factors in bringing in food, bringing in liquor, paying for licenses, paying taxes, so on and so forth. So you're looking at about, $365 million a year, give or take, for a 4-star property like Planet Hollywood, right?
Yeah.
So inflation calculator, I'm going to do the inflation calc real fast. And we're going to do...
You're talking normal inflation or this year's inflation?
Yes. So 2010 to 2022, we're going to go ahead and do $1 million with a British accent, a bad British accent. But Piers Morgan's a tosser, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, too bad we don't have Matrix today.
I know we do need Matrix.
Oh my! Also, in other news, I love that Matrix apologizes for doing an American accent when he's drunk.
Know. And it's like, one, like, it doesn't offend anybody, mate.
When Americans love to do a British accent, and
the problem, and here's the thing about it: Matrix is actually good at doing an American accent. All of us are absolute rubbish at doing British accents.
That's right.
We're just terrible. We're like, how about your knickers there, love?
Right. Good eye.
Right?
That's Australian.
Australian, right? Speak Australian there,
Bingo right there. That's terrible.
Okay, so I did the calcs on that. It's a 31% inflation rate. So it would be, so the $1 million that he was talking about running Planet Hollywood would probably be about $1,318,000.
Wow.
Yeah, so about $500 million a year just to keep the place running. That's how much it costs to run a place like that. Now, you got to keep in mind, Circus Circus is all paid off. That was paid for with cash. They're paying for the tax on the land or whatever. That's it. That's the only, they don't pay rent on that ish. So I can see it probably being closer to that $1 million. But still, that's $365 million a year. You cut that up into quarters or whatever. That's nearly $100 million that he probably lost in just pure revenues. And then if you factor in them even getting a 20% profit, that's $120 million that I might have missed, or $150 million even if there's a big profit on it. So I get that. But on the other hand, here's a critical thing, though. A really critical thing. It's a phone call from... Oh, my God. Bro, we're on the live stream.
Oh,
Well, say hi to the live stream, then I'll call you back after this.
okay, yeah, sorry. Hello, live stream. I was just going to ask if you're going to be on line later.
I'll be online after this, but I got to do live stream now.
Okay, cool. Just shoot me a message or call me when you get off.
All
Sorry,
right.
man.
I got you. All right, I got you, bro.
Hello, live stream. I almost cussed. I'm sorry.
You can. It's a 21 and up channel. It's okay.
I still don't like cussing because still kids watch.
A kid. My kids don't watch this. No.
Well, your kids, but other kids may. Like,
No.
Drop the F-bomb or the C word, but yeah, just just call me back when you get offline.
All right, I'll call you back, bro. I'll call you back.
I forgot that Sunday's your live stream. I'm sorry, bro.
All right, no worries, bro. I'll catch you. Catch me in the live chat.
Cool.
All right.
Sorry, man. Love you.
All right, love you too, bro. Later.
Bye.
Who was that?
that's my pro homie, actually. No, we do. Yeah, we run a Battlefront like team and all that. It's a whole
Nice.
thing.
Sounded
so-
like a game show host.
Yeah. We're doing some games and all. Yeah, so that was fun. Anyway, what was I talking about? Phil Ruffin.
We were talking about how much it costs to run a casino.
We talked about how much it costs to run a casino, which huge thing. So it was a lot of money. But here's the thing: Phil Ruffin went
It's
out.
trash.
He is trash because he went out of his way to brag about his cash in the bank, his $4 billion, whatever the hell it is, he's got in the bank in cash. And he also talked about how he really hoped that the 90,000 or whatever people he'd laid off. I don't think it was 90,000. I'm exaggerating. It's probably a little closer to 9,000. I'm exaggerating a bit. But he's like, I'm really hoping that those people get a check from the federal government. And I'm like, bro. And it wouldn't have been quite as egregious if he wasn't so blatant about it, especially when Sheldon Adelson was not only paying his guys basically out of his own pocket, but also he was paying the restaurant workers in the places that were just leasing space from his property. That's what's kind of gross. I mean, even MGM, they even put together a little bit of a fund. It wasn't fully funded by them, but at least their CEO put in some of his money. So it's something. It doesn't absolve him of any guilt or anything like that. It was, but at least it was something. He put the effort out there.
Mm-hmm.
So, but Phil Ruffin was just like, well, I think President Trump, he gonna go ahead and sign a little legislation in there. He's gonna get him a check. That'll be all right. Hopefully they get that check from the government pretty soon. Because I ain't gonna pay him.
To be fair, Phil Ruffin is trying to outsource all of his expenses.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. He absolutely is.
We're gonna have our labor and wages go to unemployment.
Yeah.
We're gonna have COVID be covered by insurance.
By insurance, right? Like he's outsourcing the revenue stream and he's outsourcing the expenses. He wants to
write
really
everything else off.
Right, make something for nothing, honestly. And it's just like, oh my god. And I'm not saying that
being frugal.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what we call it. No, Keno is frugal. This was like Scrooge would be coming in here like, damn, bro, at least it's Christmas. Do something on Christmas. Because I'll say this about Sheldon Adelson. I don't think he was especially altruistic or anything like that. But he figured, hey, the cancer's going to get me anyway. I guess I may as well go out on top.
Well, and in his case, the money that he put out there was reimbursed by insurance money.
Yeah.
Life insurance money.
Right. So there you go. Right. So, there's that, but oh man.
This is terrible.
How much insurance do you think how much life insurance do you think he was going to
who knows?
Get? I think once you have
I would
that much
imagine
money,
he
you're
had
self-insured.
both business and personal policies.
Yeah, I think at that age, at that level of net worth, you're probably self-insured at that point.
Yeah, but it's always cheaper to have somebody else insure you.
Always cheaper to have someone else do it. Adelson was a jerk. He brought the Vegas paper. Yeah, no, I believe that. I believe that. No, he absolutely was a jerk, but he at least paid people. So I can give him credit for that. Not much else, but Oh, there you go. Jerry's got another point about Adelson there. So, I think at this point it's clear. He was no superhero, but I'd probably say, Sheldon Adelson, maybe just like a half step below the level over there. And then Phil Ruffin. Let me find Phil Ruffin. Oh, I found Phil Ruffin. Into the bin. Because he's trash.
But if you want to find out where Vegas got its start with sketchy people, check out Vegas Visual.
Yep, there you go.
Right
He's
after
the man. Right after this. Gotta plug that. All right. So any final thoughts on Phil Ruffin losing the lawsuit? Like, this is cake for me. This is candy. I'm hyped.
I
I'm
just
having
think
more
it's
of these.
funny that he tried. Somebody had to. Like,
Right? Just the sheer jackassery of it.
but I wonder if his insurance carrier will drop him after all that.
I hope they do. I kind of hope they do. I feel like there should be consequences for this like level of blatant loss, just what's the word? Litigation happiness, Also shout outs to Andy Goodspeed over there. Good night, Andy.
Right.
Andy, you're the Good Times Hotel and Casino. They're not going to do that sort of thing. They've been closed since we did the live stream. That's what we should do.
Though.
Yeah, we will have a bridge
with a sentimental song playing.
There you go. See, that's what we should do. We should start doing. We should start playing that casino simulator again. That was fun.
That was fun.
That was really fun.
I like when we put slot machines in the bathroom.
That was the best part because it seems like a thing you could do at Circus Circus, and no one would be fussed about it. Yeah, I think if you just do terrible things the whole way across, people like expect it, and it becomes part of the joke. But when you pretend to be altruistic, then it's a problem. That's my thing.
Yes.
If you're going to be a jackass, just be a jackass straight up about it. Yeah, this isn't an altruistic sort of place, Ace of Vegas over here. We're going to show you how to save some money because, hey, you know it. The casinos are the big guys. You punch up. That's okay. And they're going to make money because they're making money. They're getting free advertising one way or another. So, we may as well have fun with it and make some money on our side, right? We're going to save that money on those hotel rooms, resort fees, whatever. That's just how we do.
Insurance claims. Life insurance payouts.
All right. Well, on that bombshell, though, since we're talking about it, let's talk a little bit about how much this actually probably hurt Circus Circus over here. Because I'm thinking about the money over here. I was actually going through this WikiHow article and all that, and it's kind of bad. Like, I'm looking at like the pictures are cute and all that, and it shows you how to go through and start a casino. And it tells you, like, you got to check the laws. You got to check the liquor laws because you need liquor. You need to make sure that only adults are in there, too. And you need a ton of money, too, because I think this is actually better than the business yield article because I pulled up two different articles. Mm-hmm. And this actually looks like it's more detailed because it thinks about a lot of things. This doesn't talk about the cash on hand requirement. This one does, which I think is weird. Like, the actual business article doesn't talk about how much money you have to keep in the vault, which is super weird. Why is that?
I don't know.
Oh, see, Hano's got a good point over here. Business insurance policies do carry a loss of revenue endorsement. However, the policy also states the reasons for the lost revenue. Okay, so he probably just didn't meet that, and he got mad about it. That's the way I figure it. Shout out to Sihano right there. That's how we do, brother.
I do like his angle, though, that if COVID was on the surfaces,
right,
that he could call out physical damage.
It's creative, I guess,
Awesome.
It's not like he couldn't use them. It's just like, he probably shouldn't have. So that's the thing. But yeah, I'm looking at this.
Only for 48 hours, 24 hours, 48 hours.
Right. It was like, well, I think at that time they were saying 10 days. Because keep in mind, this is back in March when we
didn't have any idea what was happening.
When we had no idea what was going on. So we were hearing 10 days it could live on the surface or whatever, unless you bleached it or whatever. Mm-hmm. Or you had to use UV light or something like that. Sir. Something like that. So I don't know. It was wild. 2020 was wild times, man.
Right?
But yeah, I'm looking at how much stuff actually goes into working on a casino over here. Like you gotta get a whole bunch of money together because you not only need the capital to build the casino property, which is going to set you back like $3-4 billion nowadays. You also need to have the capital to run it on that daily basis over there, which for somewhere like, I mean, if we're going proportionately, somewhere like Aria is probably like, what do you figure? Yeah, area. What do you think some like Cosmo or like Bellagio or whatever is going to cost you? That's what we should do for Bellagio.
So Pijo is $1 million.
Yeah, well, Planet Hollywood, it was $1 million. It's probably closer to like $1.3 million now, assuming everything scales.
Like Area and Cosmo would cost more to run.
They probably do because they're higher end.
There's more. Well, it depends on if you're counting the Miracle Mile or not, I guess.
No, I don't think it includes the Miracle Mile because it's just.
I feel like Cosmo has more stuff in the building.
Right.
More lights.
True.
And I think Area too.
Definitely. Beans, I would name it the Space of Vegas.
They both have more restaurants, I would say.
It would be like Star Wars themed or space themed, like Star Wars attractions, Star Trek attractions, Battlestar Galactica or whatever. Anything with star in it, really.
Yeah, it's tough. I don't know, maybe 2 million?
Yeah, okay, I'll say like about 2 million. So if you want a high-end property, it's going to set you back about 2 million a day just to run the place. And then so you figure that's already like $700 million more, like what's that, 7.25? So almost $1 billion. So you factor that in. No, Kat, don't worry. It would be an adults-only casino. It would be an adults-only casino. We'd have Darth Vader, Obi-Wan Kenobi sitting outside.
Adults-only casino.
Yep, and kids could not come in.
No.
Kids would not be allowed in.
You can wait outside.
Right, absolutely. Love my kid. Absolutely. Love parenting, all the good stuff that comes with it and all that. Love my nieces and nephews too. Absolutely. Love my kids. There are places they don't need to be. And the Space of Vegas is one of them. We can go to Galactic Star Cruiser in Disney World or whatever. We'll go to that, but they can't come to Space of Vegas. Not until they're 21. No. Then they're going to be brats because they're going to be like, my dad runs a casino or my uncle runs a casino. Like, I don't care. I got rules here. Shoot. In fact, if I ever do own a casino hotel, catch one of my brats breaking a rule or something like that, you toss them out, I'm giving you a bonus. You're getting a bonus.
I like it.
I'm making that happen. Space Mouse, Ned. Space Mouse. But yeah, so you figure about $3 or $4 billion to build the place. Let's say $3 billion. Then another $1 billion on top of that just to run the place like the first year. And then you also got to keep money to cover all your jackpots too. That's the important thing that people forget about. You have to keep money for the vault. That's what I learned about in Sim Casino, actually. Because if you don't have enough money in the vault to cover your jackpots, then you can actually be shut down on the offhanded chance that somebody does win all of the jackpots. So you have to be able to cover your bets. Otherwise, you've made an illegal bet and you can be shut down and sued.
That's fair.
Right? Oh, don't worry. They'll come through. Don't worry, they'll come through. Yeah, I think the boys will probably be in their 20s by then, so we'll take care of them. They'll get the VIP treatment. You guys will be grandparents before you know it. Kidding.
Let's hope not.
Yeah. All good stuff. Candy's married now. She's gonna want to marry the boys off. Give it a decade. So, all good. Thinking on it though. So now that we got a general idea there. I mean, what else would you do with? Oh, actually, here's another question. I think this kind of segues into our last topic over here. Now that we've talked about how much it would cost to run a casino, build a casino, and all that, how much do you think it would cost to get onto the Vegas Strip right about now, if you had to guess?
Oh, wow. I don't even know.
Let's say there was a place that was selling a property on the Vegas Strip that was selling. How much do you think it would set you back to get on the Vegas Strip?
Probably depends on which property it is.
Let's say it's going to be kind of up north. It's going to be like north of the center strip a little bit. It's going to be really close to the new Fontainebleau and almost across from Resorts World too. So, That's a thing. What do you think?
$5.
$5? Tree fitty.
I don't know. Probably. I don't know. I have no idea.
Well, I think Martin D is going to be really excited about this. Martin, where are you at, man? Because I seen you earlier. Are you still in the live chat over here? Because we need to talk about what you're doing over here. Why are you selling your property, man? What's going on here? Check this out, Spinners and Sharks. It looks like Martin D, the main man Martin D, is selling the Travel Lodge, Las Vegas, on the North Strip. I think it's the 3228 address or something like that, or it's like 28.
You know what's crazy is I didn't even realize there was one up north.
I know that there are two of them on the Strip. Can you believe that?
That's how popular it is.
That's how popular it is. I mean, it's Martin D's property. I mean, why would you not want to stay at Martin D's property?
Right, it's pretty fancy.
Right, there he is. There's the main man over there, Martin D. Brilliant location over here. Martin D is going to sell the Travel Lodge, and he's got it on the market for $52 million. $52 million. I mean, that's not too bad, all things considered, for getting a property on the Vegas Strip, especially if it's all bought and paid. Now, it's a Travel Lodge, keep in mind, but it's a Travel Lodge on the Vegas Strip. Because what's a Travel Lodge go for there? Actually, let's look this up. I don't know. What are your thoughts on this, Christina? Would you invest in this?
No.
No,
I would not.
This wouldn't be an investment vehicle for you. You wouldn't spend $52 million on this.
No. Absolutely not.
I was hoping this would take longer so I could actually figure out how much this costs.
But think about that. No.
No. Like number one, no. Number two, no. How about
after
no?
our experience with our clown car of a room at Sahara, I'm being a lot more selective with my hotel choice.
The Sahara is bougie, comparatively speaking, for the record.
Right?
Okay, it looks like about $57 a night.
Uncalled for.
But the bed rugs are included.
Pepperside.
There you go. Oh, yo, Siegel Suites just sold for $75 million, so $52 million. That sounds like a bit of a bargain, really.
By the Pepperside.
Right? Who calls it Pepperside?
I did when I was drunk at your birthday.
I remember. I was there for that.
You were.
I was also drunk, I think.
I think we all were.
I think we were, except for Wonder Woman. She just got tired because she was traveling.
Well, Jerry brings an excellent point. If you were to buy the Travel Lodge, could you pay hourly?
Oh, yeah, just rent it by the hour.
The whole property by the hour.
Oh, shoot, right there. That's not a bad idea.
Just get 8 hours of the Travel Lodge.
There you go. How much would 8
thing.
hours set you back? Would you just like 8 hours? I mean, what do you do to cover the workers' wages? Like $20 an hour should cover you, right?
Probably.
All right, $20 an hour.
I don't know. Wage inflation is a real thing.
Or $30 an hour, maybe. So there you go.
Only Bugs you on the street.
Right. The porn is free, but you have to watch it in the lobby. As long as you don't have to record it, I think we're okay. Oh, man. Yeah, that is true. I was kind of surprised. Yeah, Martin did. You could make it a theme.
Attractions are important in strip properties.
Right. Well, here's an interesting thing there. If you make it a theme place, it would work. So that's not too bad. Maybe you could put some slot machines in the lobby or something like that. Make it a casino. Maybe make a beer vending machine. You do so many spins and all that, you get a voucher that comes out of the machine. You put it in the beer vending machine.
Fancy.
There you go. You could make it a hotel casino for $60 million. You could have a Las Vegas hotel casino on the Las Vegas Strip for $60 million. They're trying to build a new one south of the Strip, like 4 or 5 miles south of the Strip or something ridiculous like that, for $3 billion. So this would be a steal.
So would you buy it?
With my money? Here's what I'd do. Okay. I don't want to influence anybody, but here's what I do. So you guys know, Steve Wynn, right?
Not personally.
Okay, you haven't met Steve Wynn. I recommend that you do. He's kind of a weird guy. But no, seriously. All right. So you know how Steve Wynn he built the Mirage from the ground up, right?
Yeah.
And he didn't do it with like petty cash or anything like that, and he didn't have mob money because he didn't like know the mafia guys. Not like that. I think he did. I genuinely believe that he did. But
if you want to hear more about the mob running Vegas, check out Vegas Visual after this.
Right. It's 7:00 Vegas time, only on Vegas Visual. #subscribe. Anthony, go ahead and drop that link one more time, brother man. Just so we don't forget. So that being said, though, you know what I would do? I'd probably get some CGI together. I'd dress it up something nice, and I'd take it to Wall Street. And I'd tell them how it's a money printer. And I would get junk bonds. I would sell junk bonds to these guys. And I'd do it like Steve Wynn did. And then I'd just have like a hotel casino that way. So I'd get $100 million into it. So the 52 to buy the place, the 48 to renovate it and really put it, add in the casino, all that extra stuff and all that. Then it would just be an alternative to Circus Circus. So, if you're too good to stay at Circus Circus, you can come stay at like the Asteroid of Vegas. Is what we'd call that.
Emphasis on ass.
Indeed, 2S.
Sorry, I had to throw a Roger in there.
Had to get a Roger in there.
I can think of one advantage of you owning this place.
Okay.
You'd have a great front row seat for judging the Fontainebleau.
There you go. There you go. You could stand on top of that building, on top of that awful building. You could
just be like,
you're creaking and you're watching it like, what an eyesore. What an awful eyesore. Why would they make
eyesore from my Travelodge perch?
Right. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. We're making fun of the Travelodge and making fun of the Fontainebleau, but which one's open and has been open the whole time that Fontainebleau's been working on it? Just saying.
Which one doesn't just take your money in slot machines, but provide you a revenue-producing opportunity as a guest there?
Just saying. If you want to, if you ever want to deal in, I don't know, crack, then Travelodge, great place
or
to
other
go.
kinds of things.
Other things, definitely other illegal things. Can I say crack? I don't know. I guess it's my show. I'll do whatever I want. Stop by the Circus Circus, right? Phil Ruffin loans. I'm dead. Phil Ruffin got to make his money back somehow. Phil Ruffin don't want to loan $50 to his busboys.
That's true. He's probably borrowing from them.
You remember that song? You can't get $1 out of me because I'm a mother. PIMP. You remember that one? That's Phil Ruffin.
Right.
Can't get $1 out of him.
That's the secret of rich people.
Right.
Other people's money.
Right. Uncle Scrooge. Phil Ruffin is like the anti-Uncle Phil. Oh, man. No updates on the Cosmos sale. That actually has been really quiet. I don't think we're going to get any updates on that until like June.
The employees allegedly don't even know.
Right. Well, they're keeping it really quiet. Like, because I think someone asked me about the Hard Rock earlier too, and they haven't really talked much about that either. Like, they made this whole big fuss about, I don't know, like all these places getting sold, and they just stopped. And I know these things take a long time, but yeah, there are never any updates or anything. So for us peons, us plebeians.
Mm-hmm. I just want to know when we could get M Life rates at Cosmo.
Yeah, that's what I want too. I want my Vegas rewards. I want my Vegas Terrace wraparound suite for 500,000 loyalty points.
That's right.
Just to say I did it. Because I can get that in 2
play a lot
weeks.
more pop slots.
Oh, yeah. No worries. I'd have all these screens filled with my Vegas.
That's
constantly.
Right. I've been doing pretty good with my Vegas because I learned about the My Konami trick.
Yep.
For the $25 of free play because that's
there
how
it is.
Play.
That's how we make the money.
I am at level 92.
We're drinking to that. Raise your glasses, guys.
Anthony's like, I didn't even know the levels went that low.
Oh yeah. Anthony be on there like level 10,000. He's waiting for him to add stuff.
Yeah.
The Hiltons are okay with that. Nice. Oh man, didn't know about that. Yeah, M Life needs to get on that realistically. I wonder if M Life, hey, you know who should really buy this? Bill Hornbuckle. He would make this place profitable in like 5 minutes. He'd be like $32 resort fee, park $10, $20 in parking and all that. So it's already another $50 by the time you show up. And then you know what he would do? He would funnel business right back to the Excalibur. Excalibur would look classy next to an MGM Travel Lodge because somehow they would make it worse. I don't know how, but they'd somehow make it worse. So I don't know. So you wouldn't invest in this. So you wouldn't spend.
I would not.
Okay, so even if it wasn't your money, what if you got the junk bonds too?
That's also not going to be an investment for me.
You wouldn't waste the money.
No.
I wouldn't know if anyone else would waste the money on the Travel Lodge. I guess we can roast the Travel Lodge for the next 14 minutes.
Kino so that he'd have a free place to stay.
Yeah, there you go. Right.
He does like the comps.
Kino would buy the
he gets
place.
Fancy comps through M Life.
He'd buy the comp so he doesn't have to pay resort fees. That's
He's
his
fancy
thing.
level M Life.
Long as he doesn't have to pay resort fees, I think that's the important
right.
thing from him. What's up, Anthony? How you doing, my man? Oh yeah, didn't they have a crocodile that they found at Resorts World for reasons?
I saw that was on the casino floor the other day.
Yeah, that was weird. I feel like it was in the pool, right?
I saw it next to a slot machine.
It probably was. I think I remember seeing that too. So, that was a weird thing. Crystal's like, nope, she's not going to MGM. She's not going to M Life. Or sorry, MGM Rewards. It's always going to be M Life. Always be M Life. It'll never not be M Life. Hey, Gigi, what's going on? Gigi, question for you. Would you and Dice like to buy a property from Martin D for $52 million? And if you go for this, I've got some lovely beachfront property here in Colorado I'd like to sell you a timeshare on.
Beachfront.
But seriously, would you guys buy the...
There is a beach near Denver, actually.
Right. I feel like Gambling Granny would buy Ellis Island. I feel like her and Dice would buy Ellis Island.
I could see that.
Yeah. I don't think they'd buy El Cortez because they'd want somewhere to go visit that they don't have to deal with. Because that's like a recreational thing for me. And I feel like they're kind of they like to have a separation of work and recreation.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like I would never, I think even if I had the money, I would never buy the Mirage.
Really?
I wouldn't buy the Mirage because I like going there.
Mirage.
I love the Mirage, but I like going there.
Okay.
It's like it's a special place for me. It's like I never buy the pub down the street from my house because I like going there. It's a fun environment. I enjoy it, and I wouldn't want to be responsible for it. I don't want to know any of the goings on behind there. I just want to enjoy it. It's escapism.
That's a good point.
Yeah, it's just escapism. There are a lot of things I wouldn't want to purchase. Like there's some things I'll invest in. This is not investment advice, but I do have some holdings in some Vegas properties or Vegas property companies. I'm not going to tell you where. Not going to tell you where because I'm pretty sure that's illegal. Not that I have enough people to really pump the price of anything like that, but I can't say anything because I'm not really trying to get indicted by a grand jury. So no investment advice. I'm just babbling. But no, I don't think I'd buy any of my favorite properties. I would buy somewhere I don't like so I could scrutinize it more and be rough on it. Kissy Cat, I would buy the Cromwell and change it back.
I love the Cromwell. Smells amazing.
I like that it's a... Now, did they actually renege on the whole 21 and up thing? I feel like it needs to be 21 and up because there's really no...
it is 21 and up still.
I think it should still be, and I don't see any reason for it to go back because who was taking their kids to Cromwell?
Trisha.
Trish just gets grown though, right?
No, Trisha wants to buy the stage door.
There you
Now
go. That's an
there's
investment. That's an investment. There you go. I mean, I think as long as you make sure that Penny's has free flights out there, you can keep that place running for like 6 years just on him visiting.
And JR.
Oh yeah, him and JR, right?
who's
JR
earning
buys
comp
rounds
there.
down there, right? Right. Cromwell was best when it was Barbary Coast. There you go. Who would you guys buy? Like, would you guys buy any property if you guys had the $52 million? We're just going to assume everything's $52 million. What property would you buy, Christina, if you had the opportunity? Let's say that you got the junk bonds from all of Wall Street. They gave you $3 or $4 billion or whatever it's going to cost for your property. What would you buy?
I don't know. I feel like for me, I wouldn't buy a casino so much as like an Airbnb or something.
You buy an Airbnb. Now, why an Airbnb? Like, why wouldn't you want
like
a Vegas
the beer
casino?
towers.
Oh, okay. So you just buy the VR
It's
towers.
close to my pinball machine area.
Okay.
And we can't be apart for very long.
Fair.
Although, like, out of curiosity, recently I looked at the Veer Towers, and most of them are really tiny in there.
Right.
Like, they're like studio apartments.
Right. Oh, Lisa Luck would buy O'Shea's, it looks like, or Stage Door too. That's another option.
Stage Door is pretty cool.
Charles wants Double Down the Saloon. Charles, I think, was asking actually about the Hard Rock, and Charles, I'm sorry to say, man, I haven't heard much else about the Hard Rock. So
I don't know, I kind of agree with the not wanting to buy a place that you really enjoy going.
Yeah.
Because then it would make it work.
Right, exactly. I wouldn't want it to be work. I would buy somewhere like, where don't I like particularly go? I would buy Harrah's.
Yeah.
I would buy Harrah's because I don't particularly like Harrah's. That, or I can see myself buying Bellagio.
Ooh, that would be cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that I don't particularly like it or anything like that. I think it's fine.
The damn garden bill, though, would be out of control.
Right, but I think it'd be worth it. Like, I'd probably drop the rooms down a little bit, make it more competitive with Aria. But I would.
I feel like Aria would be cool, but you'd have to like. People are so picky about the rooms.
Right. Well, it's because Aria
put a lot of money into the rooms.
Aria really presents itself that way. So Aria did that to itself, I think.
Yeah. Well, it's a beautiful property everywhere, but I think that they're like. It seems like they're needing to update the rooms and the hallways and stuff.
Anthony wants to know why I don't like hair. Oh yeah, no, the whole property needs an update. Anthony, I don't like Harrah's, man. It's never done anything for me. It doesn't have any discernible theme. I don't feel any which way going in there. It's smoky, it's old. I don't dig it. It's just not my thing. Like
Vidara. But the Vidara wouldn't give you like the gambling revenue.
It wouldn't give you the gambling revenue, but it does give you
not really restaurant revenue because there's only the marketplace.
Well, no, there's the vice versa too. They have stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a lounge. It would give you the what do you call it?
The
conference revenue.
Death ray.
Oh yeah, the Death Star there, the Death Star laser.
It's so hot at that pool.
Right. Well, Tracy, I'll tell you what. I will hire you on as my consultant when I take the place. So I'd buy it.
Ooh, Trisha, if you bought Mandalay Bay though, you'd have to like improve the slot selection.
Yeah, that or like maybe bring in a couple more table games. Bring in some lower limit table games just so I can play a little bit. Or, I'll just take a permanent suite at Delano. That'd be nice. So, holla at Chiguala. I don't know what that means.
Oh, nice. That's a great idea. Hagen 2 cents.
Hagen 2 cents got one. Bellagio should buy the volcano and add it to the fountains. Also the pirate. Actually, that would be pretty dope.
That would be really
I'm not even mad about that. That's actually really great. I love that. Hog's always got to pop up. No. Pop up. No, you can't. You can't. You can't do that, pop up.
I would buy Golden Stair to allow flip flops.
There you go. I guess you'd have to buy two places.
Make it a flip flop only policy.
You'd have to buy a place that would be profitable, like really profitable, and then another place that you could take a loss on. That'd just be like a fun house for you and your friends.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think the only rule would be like, I know, right? But Excalibur's got some character to it, Anthony. Like, I always at least know I'm at Excalibur. And I know it's awful, and I know that going in, but I at least like the pool, and I like the steakhouse if they ever That's what I do. I buy Excalibur, and I'd reopen that goddamn steakhouse. Because it's closed, and I'm sick of it being closed, because I actually did like the steakhouse. So. That's what I do. All right, so nobody wants Martin D's hotel. He's stuck with it.
He is stuck with it.
Katie.
He's collecting those revenue streams.
Right? Buy the Tropicana, because nobody cares about that place.
I would put some air conditioning in the Tropicana if I bought it.
I would.
It's hot as fucking. No,
I
sorry. I mean, it's hot in there.
I'd completely redo the whole thing. It'd be
muggy.
I put some theme. I do something with it so it's memorable.
Make it air conditioner themed.
Yeah, there you go. Air conditioner theme.
It's so humid in there.
Yeah, see, I've only been in there once.
I only have been in there once too, and it was enough.
It's just unpleasant, isn't it?
Anthony was like taking clothes off at the slot machine.
There you go. We could have Anthony stripping at the door.
I like it.
Invite some people in. I feel like that actually
start performing again.
There
Dale
you go.
McKenzie.
I think that it'd actually be the only property somebody could buy, do something with, and nobody would be mad about it. Because people are mad about the Mirage having something done to it. People are mad about the Cosmo losing identity and possibly going to M Life and all that. Nobody cares about the Trop. People have been talking about knocking that place down and putting up like a baseball stadium, and everyone's like, yeah. What's the Joker line there? Someone wants to knock down the Tropicana Hotel and put all those people out of business, and nobody bats an eye. Someone talks about taking down the volcano from the Mirage, and everybody loses their mind.
That's true.
Right? That's what it is. But you know what? I'm one of those people that lost their
Buy
mind.
the Rio and drag it closer to the strip.
All right, there you go. Just pick it up, fly it over.
Like Men in Black style, like just pull it over.
Put the jets on it. Actually, I think the Rio buffet is coming back. The all-you-can-eat at Rio is coming back. So, how much do you think the Trop would cost? I wouldn't pay more than $100 million for that. I said that like I have this money, this imaginary money I have. Don't forget to subscribe to my Patreon if you guys have the $100 million. By the way,
that's right.
Subscribe to Christina's Patreon. She needs a Patreon.
I don't have one.
Well, you better make one because someone has $100 million in this stream, and we need to make sure they're paying us. Oh, Barbary Coast. Free shouted to the Rio. Cat's got an idea. Who else am I missing in here? Okay, we're coming up on time over here. We should probably wrap it up because Vegas Visual's got a premiere. We got to move over to Vegas Visual over here. So, final thoughts on the
party over there.
So, Christina, hard no for buying the thing.
Hard
right?
no.
You wouldn't even renovate it, make it a whole thing. It couldn't be a Seeking Vegas Paradise.
No.
Nothing. No. All right. All
We're
right.
strictly center strip people these
fair
days.
enough.
Although, I mean, we would stay at Resorts World or Windcore. Again.
Okay. Fair enough.
We haven't stayed at Windcore. But we will.
All right. Well, that works. Well, on that bombshell, there you go. There's Christina's Patreon over there.
Thanks.
Martin D made it for you. That's the Patreon to help us buy the travel lodge. You're going in on this with me. I've decided. All right, Spinners and Sharks. Well, that's all the time that we have for today. We actually made it under by a minute and like 45 seconds or something.
Just for Kevin. Really
just for Kevin. So don't forget, go check out Vegas Visual right next door. He's got a premiere. I've got it keyed
really
up.
Good.
So yeah, let's jump in on that and make sure that we're doing that too. So on that bombshell, I guess we have to do our outros.
All right. Stay fab. Cannot forget about Roger.
You cannot forget about Roger. Shout outs to two fab dudes.
And we'll see you at sunrise.
All right. And on that bombshell, Ace of Vegas is signing out, wishing you strong hands, happy spinning, and we will see you with Vegas Visual. And in honor of Roger,